Growing up, I've always been serving other people. I've done things out of the kindness of my own heart, and I loved giving out advice and providing for people as every decent man should. And I very harshly realised that not everyone has your interests in mind. Here is what I learned from being a chronic people pleaser to being selfish. I've got a few points on my screen that I want to cover, because for anyone out there that is struggling with chronic people pleasing, this is the one thing you need to get rid of. It's the one thing you need to solve. When you ditch the fear of what other people may say, do or think, and focus on your own journey, focus on what you are doing, being concerned with yourself, your life improves massively. I don't believe there is any such thing as being selfish, because dedicating yourself to improving your own life is a selfless act, because you can then, once you get to a good stage in your life, start providing for other people. Most people are resentful and angry, and this is something you have to understand when you're going about life. Most people are resentful and angry because of their past, which leads them to being narcissistic. Most people are stuck in the past. They cannot, or they do not learn to forgive. The past is in the past. You don't live in the past, but most people do. So most people, if something bad happens to them, they'll go around in life and treat other people like scum. And I'm not joking here. The amount of people out there that are only out for themselves. I've seen families turn against each other when a bit of money is involved. It happens. There are a lot of things out there that happen because something happened in someone's past and they can't get over it. I do think it is down to this entitlement culture that we have at the moment in Western society. We've had it too good for too long, and most men now are just stuck in a cycle of negativity. They are stuck living in their past. And how do I know this? Because I became that person. I was stuck in my past. I couldn't let it go. But as soon as you do let it go, as soon as you just forgive it and let it go, life improves. Because once you forgive someone or something and you let it go, you're actually forgiving yourself. Now, I made a video saying why men should be extremely selfish. I did a YouTube video about it, and I also did a short video about it. Some people didn't really understand it. Some people didn't get the message. And this is because people are entitled and spoiled, so they will take full advantage of a giver. In your life, you have to understand, as a man, you provide and protect. You are naturally someone who likes to give. And as a people pleaser, as a chronic people pleaser, you do things for other people. You serve other people. Most people out there are entitled. They've been born, and I don't come from a family that has generational wealth, but a lot of people out there aren't born into generational wealth, but they're born into a family, a middle class family, if we want to put it that way. A family that has told them they're the best thing ever, stroke their darling boy's hair, but not actually man them up for the real world. So as a result, people then feel entitled. They feel entitled to your stuff. They feel entitled to you. And if you are a people pleaser, and if you're giving a lot of positive energy out to people, they thrive off it. And in the Creator Minds Mastery program, inside of the community and what I teach in there, I say energy vampires, I dedicate an entire module to it. Energy vampires are dangerous. They will sap you and they will drain you of your energy. And if you think of, I won't get into it now because it's all in the program, but if you think of your energy or your body as like a battery, your battery drains very quick when you're around certain people. You'll know this in your own life. And here's my advice to you. Your ability to say no, and I'm making sure I'm getting it right here for you, your ability to say no is more important than your ability to say yes. The more things you say no to, the better. You only need to say yes to a few things. Okay, as a people pleaser, go around your life, and when someone asks you to do something and you don't really want to do it, say no. Start saying no. You don't have to give a reason. You don't have to give an explanation. You just say, no, I don't want to. No, I'm not going to do it. And once you lay your boundary, once you set the red lines, you'll notice how certain people switch up on you. You'll notice how certain people who were thriving off your energy reveal themselves to be energy vampires. Start saying no. Everyone else does it. There's nothing wrong with saying no. And here's the thing you have to understand. Not being able to say no is a manifestation of people pleasing. It is a manifestation of low confidence, low self-worth. You fear what other people may say, do or think, so you say yes. So my solution to you is start saying no. Start cutting things out that you don't want to do. If you don't want to go to the pub every weekend and drink like a fish, you don't have to. Guess what? You say no. You say, no, I'm not going to go out this weekend. Let's take a look at the benefits. The benefits are huge. If you do go out and follow the crowd, you go out Friday, Saturday, hungover Sunday, recovering Monday, your energy is trying to get back to 100%, your battery is trying to recharge. By the time it's Friday again, you're feeling a bit better, and then you go out. This is a manifestation of low self-esteem, low self-respect, low self-confidence, which translate into people pleasing. You don't feel safe enough to say no to these people. But I'm going to ask you, what do you have to fear? What do you have that you're going to lose if you say no to people? And that's the real question. So the final advice I'm going to give to you is, don't care what anyone says, thinks, does about you. And this is the crucial thing. Don't care about what anyone says, does, or think about you, because opinions change like the wind. If you realised how fickle people are, if you realised how many people are actually feathers in the wind, how many times they change their mind. I'll give you this as an example. Why isn't everyone rich? Why isn't everyone successful? Because a lot of people, most 99% of society, give in to their excuses. They say, okay, I deserve a rest. And that is a manifestation of entitlement culture. You don't deserve a rest. If you want something, you have to work to get it. There's no other answer to that. If you start saying no to people and start being selfish in order to dedicate yourself for 10 years to a success journey and then be able to provide for your family and the people that actually matter and care about you, when you start saying no to everything and becoming selfish, you'll realize how people turn on you, and they turn on you because they can't say no either. You, as a giver, serve those people. You serve a purpose for them, but you're not serving yourself, and you're letting people down that actually care about you. There are very few people in this world that you can trust. There are very few people that actually have a decent, genuine heart. I've learned this the harsh way, and that's why I'm giving you this advice. But people's opinions change like the wind. One day you're friends with someone, next day you're not friends with them. One day someone hates your guts, and the next day they're all around you trying to please you and get on your good side. That is the honest truth. And if people's opinions change like the wind, why do you care? And this is something I had to establish for myself. Why do I care what these people think? I don't. I care about them, but I'm going to say no because I care about myself more. And the whole purpose of being selfish is that you are selfless. I've said this countless times. But at age 18 to 25, most guys don't have a clue what they're doing. So the quicker you establish it, what you want to do, the better. The quicker you get rid of this people-pleasing mentality, the better. Most guys only figure this out until the midlife crisis, which is why it's called a midlife crisis. They realise they've wasted so much time serving other people, doing things that weren't in alignment to their true self. So I hope that helps the chronic people-pleasers out there. I was one myself, and it leaves you with nothing. Eventually, people will leave. People will ditch you. People will go their own ways and go their own paths, and that's okay as long as you're doing your own thing. Because if you're not focused on what you're doing, if you don't have a plan for yourself, and everyone leaves as they do, everyone goes their own way, no one stays together from school to death. Very rare that happens. But if you don't have your own focus and your own plan and your own journey, you're going to be left like a feather in the wind, an aimless fish in the sea. And that is a place you do not want to be, because it's harsh and it's brutal. Take it from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to learn how to become the master of your own mind, self-mastery, I teach you how to utilize the raw, untapped power of your own mind inside of the Creator Minds Mastery Program. Once you learn the information I'm going to give you, once you learn how to implement it, and once you do it, you go through the program once in the order that we set it. Don't skip ahead. We've laid it out for you. Once you go through it and you do it, you then have that ability for the rest of your life. I believe it is the most transformative program that you'll ever be on. I think it beats everything out there online currently. Once you establish this, using the raw, untapped power of your mind, which is a free tool once you use it, your life is going to be so much easier. It's going to be effortless, and you will accelerate your progress. See you inside.